You probably heard that the OPZ can sample. There are a few ways to sample on the OPZ, including the built-in mic, the 1/8" TRRS mic input, and via USB audio. We made a video detailing how sampling works on the OPZ using these sources, which is linked in the description. But in this video, we'll show you how to sample on an iPhone. This should also apply to any iPad with a Lightning connector as well. Although using the new USB audio functionality as a sample from a computer is possibly the most useful way to sample on the OPZ, sampling from a phone is arguably more convenient and portable. So let's explore how that's done. Now, there is not much to this, but the trick is you'll need to buy an accessory to make this work. The official Apple camera connection kit is the key to unlocking Pandora's box. The reason for this is that Apple locks down their phone, and many third-party accessories need to be licensed to allow access to the phone's audio and video outputs. But the Apple camera connection kit is one of the few and possibly the only accessory that unlocks the audio output of the iPhone. Now, there is also the official Apple Lightning to USB adapter that should theoretically work as well, but we didn't try one of these because we thought this accessory was better. We'll explain why later. This Apple camera connection kit looks like a typical Apple accessory dongle. It has a Lightning connector on one side, and it has a USB female connector as well as a female Lightning connector on the other side. There appears to be a chip internally that communicates with the phone to allow access to certain features. This is why you need the official Apple version of this, as the phone knows what's being plugged in. In fact, when first connecting this accessory, it actually needed to run a firmware update on the accessory. So there must be an active circuit inside, and that's why this accessory allows the iPhone to output audio. Once we have the camera connection kit connected to our phone and it runs any updates, connect the OPZ using the supplied USB cable. There is nothing you need to do on the phone, but we need to prepare the OPZ to sample. On the OPZ, let's sample into a synth track. For more information about the different sampling engines on this device, check out our video OPZ Sampling Explained. Now, in the synth track, we need to create a user sample pack or plug. Press and hold track and select one of the minor keys from 0 through 9 that is unlit. Hold it until the light sequence finishes on the step sequencer section. Now enter sample mode by pressing and holding stop, then pressing record. The lights on the unit should change when you're in sample mode. Now before you engage monitoring, make sure you're using headphones or that your speakers are turned down. Press play to engage monitoring on the input. Until you have audio playing on the phone, the OPZ's mic will still be the active source, but it will automatically switch to USB when the OPZ detects a signal. On the phone, select something to sample. On the OPZ, you should see the lights on the step sequencer act as an input meter for the sound source. You can adjust the input gain by pressing and holding shift and selecting one of the 16 steps on the sequencer, 16 being the highest. Make sure that your input signal is not too low or clipping. Now, when you're ready to sample, press and hold record and let go when you're done recording. The sample will now be in the sample engine. You can adjust your sample's parameters using the encoders and various menus. Exit sample mode by pressing the stop button. One of the benefits and reasons to get the official Apple camera connection kit is that it has an auxiliary Lightning connector on board. But what does that do? But what happens when you connect the Lightning to 1/8" dongle that came with the phone? Will that work? In short, no. Even though these are both official Apple accessories, if you connect it, the screen on the phone will display a message that the accessory is not supported. And what about the official Apple headphones with the Lightning connector, you ask? They're not supported either. But where this port comes in handy is when you want to use a Lightning to USB cable to charge batteries while it's in use. It will charge your phone while the accessory is connected. And bonus, it will charge the OPZ as well. And that's a nice feature to have, and it's worth the extra $10 to get the official camera connection kit. Again, we haven't tested the USB to Lightning adapter, but if you have successfully gotten this to work, please leave a comment below. Further, the OPZ won't charge directly from the phone without the Lightning cable connected. This should be the same when an iPad is connected, but we haven't tested this. So comment below if you know. What other questions do we have with this setup? Can you enter disk mode or content mode on the OPZ when the camera connection kit is connected? No, the drive does not show up on a computer when the OPZ is connected via the camera connection kit. But there is some good news on this front. In the near future, Apple is releasing iOS 13, which will allow you to access the OPZ's files directly from an iPhone. iOS beta users have confirmed this feature. What else? Do the volume controls still work? No, the USB audio output via the camera connection kit is a line-level signal, and you have to control the gain of it via the OPZ's sampler gain input. Okay, one last question from the audience. What happens when you connect an Android phone? Great question. Per our extensive research, we understand it's even easier to sample from an Android phone. Connect the supplied USB cable between the phone and the OPZ, and it just works. No accessory needed. Okay folks, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give a like and subscribe on your way out. It really helps. We appreciate your support. Thanks.